We moving on though, y'all. All right, this is the one. So I don't know what was going on with this. So it looks like Boyce must have been doing a stream last night, and somehow Anton pulled up or something and called in or something. I'm not really sure. So, but it looked like it was a big thing this morning, right? So his title of this is "Black Men Are Getting Horrible." Oh my God, y'all. Black men are getting horrible relationship advice on the internet. What? Oh God. What's this got to do with the money? What's this got to do with the money? Ugh. Anyway. All right, y'all. Here we go with this, child. I don't know. Should we leave the comments on? I'll leave them up for now. And I'm speeding this up. I'm speeding this up for sure.
Hi, people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins.
Oh,
and today I want to talk a little bit about an interesting guy on the internet named Anton Daniels.
Oh, shit. He specifically was talking about him. Oh, my God. What? I know he... Shit, I need a drink. He started a stream to talk about Anton Daniels. What in the world, y'all?
I don't know him. He looks a little bit like Rick Ross's cross-eyed brother or something. I have no idea.
Y'all. This is pro-black. This is pro-black. He don't know him. He don't know him, but he gonna come right out the gate and start talking negatively about him. This is a pro-black. This is your pro-black at work.
Deal. But anyway, he loves to join in the chorus of these really disgruntled black men that give this crazy, horrible advice on the internet. And what I want to do is kind of put it into context. I'm a little bit older than him, so maybe a little bit wiser, maybe not. But I'm going to give you another perspective that I hope you'll consider. And so get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started on drboycetv.com right now.
Anybody trying to hear that? This is crazy already. Shout out to Dane C. Thank you so much, honey. He said, Messy, coming by your Texas. Shout out to you, honey. I appreciate you. Lord, just come out the gate. Y'all, what man would listen to Boyce when he talks like this? All he has done in 3 different videos, y'all, is talk negatively about y'all. Like, what is going on right now? This is crazy. And this is a pro-black. Let me speed this up, child.
Yeah, but some of the conversation is a little bit disturbing in the sense that it's not a reflection of what is going to create a healthy, prosperous black community. It's a lot of conversation about, single mothers and all this other stuff, which I don't understand at all. But he did a video and he mentioned me today. And so I thought that I would kind of give an appropriate response to it in terms of kind of giving you an honest perspective. When I even shared this video on my Instagram, my Instagram is Dr. Boyce Finance. And I'm actually going to try to share my screen. And I want you guys to watch this. And then I'll give you my take on some of this. So give me 1 second here. Let me know if you can hear. Let me know if you can hear this video. I'm gonna play it right now.
Be in the presence of a woman that's tainted. You don't have a chance because he already had you. Listen, if it's that easy for me to get it, I don't feel that special because he hit it and he hit it and Dreadhead hit it and Umar hit it. Boyce didn't hit it. Boyce didn't hit it. He didn't have a chance. And the favorite football player.
He mad about this short? Oh my God, Anton is crazy. He mad over this short.
And I want you guys to watch this, and then I'll give you my take on some of this. So give me 1 second here. I'm gonna pull this up. Let me know if you can hear. Let me know if you can hear this video. I'm gonna play it right now.
Be in the presence of a woman that's tainted. You don't have a chance because he already had you. Listen, if it's that easy for me to get it, I don't feel that special because he hit it and he hit it and Dreadhead hit it and Umar hit it. Boyce didn't hit it. Boyce didn't hit it. He didn't have a chance. We ain't worried about that. And the favorite football player hit it and the basketball player hit it and the homie from the hood hit it and they ran a train on you before that and then you had a kid by him and you had a kid by him and you had a kid by him and then for some reason you think you're supposed to be sitting in the presence of kings. Since when did that happen? How is it that we started qualifying ourselves for people that we don't even qualify to sit in front of? And then they want you to be a step crash dummy. I just got a quick question. Ladies. What qualifies you?
Okay, so let me stop there.
Shout out to Anton. I think Boyce is not happy about that, but honestly, it sounded like a joke, or maybe it was a compliment because you're married. Maybe it was a compliment. Yo, you had to go shoot up the microphone because Anton said Boyce didn't hit it, y'all. I cannot. Shout out to AWOL. Appreciate you, honey. He said Anton is the real for real For real. He is for family in accordance to the Holy Bible. I got nothing against nobody on YouTube. First of all, I watch Millionaire Millions show as much as I possibly can. I ain't got no problem with Anton at all. Whenever I use any of his phrases, I give him credit. Respect to him as a content creator, his information on money and all that stuff. But I'm pretty sure he has seen the same thing as I do. People around here ain't interested in getting daggone married. Okay. So if people wanted to know, they would reach out to those that are, but they would rather go to tonight's conversation and go and listen to those people. And I'm going to continue with I'm a proponent of adults doing what adults going to do, and the results that you get are your own. But somehow, some way, people like Boyce, this pro-black in front of us right here, that finds a way to disparage half of the daggone community, and then says that that same community should take on people who are out here acting exactly like Anton just said in that daggone short that he made. Shout out to you, AWOL. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, AWOL. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you. He says, shout out to all Step Crash Dummies, you crazy. Y'all, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Shout out to Derwin. The Destroyer is up in here, up in here. I see you, hon. Shout out to Kevin the Software Tester up in here, up in here. Thank you so much. He said, Boyce is talking about relationships because more people watch Caleb Hammer for financial advice. Oh, okay. I never even heard of him. I'll have to check him out. Well, you mean the blacks aren't supporting the pro-black man about the finance? Anton is off the hook with his Patreon. So what's the problem? Maybe too much focusing on celebrities and all their other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Since you touting, maybe he should join Lead's mastermind. Shout out to the lead attorney in the mastermind group.
Because he gave us so much good stuff. I think that there's a lot to kind of respond to. And by the way, let me know, can you guys hear that? Were you able to hear the video?
Yeah.
And his name's Anton Daniels.
We
and,
know.
He's entertaining. You know, he's very entertaining. Sometimes he sounds intelligent. Sometimes he sounds a little clownish. But
more talking about another black man.
You know, that's what the internet's all about. That's what YouTube's all about.
Did he say any of this stuff about Corey Holcomb, y'all?
That's how you get a lot of subscribers and stuff like that, because we have a lot of clowns in our community. I'm not going to say he's a complete clown. I would say that he's young. I think he's a few years younger than me, and he's very obsessed. He's
not young. He's 40 some odd years old. A child. I always take what Kevin Samuel said, and I'm not beefing with any other YouTuber, I tell you, but this is half damn crazy. This is your pro-black.
With me, he's really interested in my personal life, which I always find that really fascinating. There's no black man I can think of anywhere that I've been that obsessed with where I talk about that person a lot, but apparently he's talked about me a lot, and typically I don't really address it much, but this time I wanted to address it because I do think that there is something that's happening here that the community needs to pay attention to. So let's start here. First of all, he says, you know, he's talking about, I guess, some stank asshole, some nasty ass woman who slept with everybody that moves, and he's like, Umar hit it, the homie from the hood hit it, the basketball player hit it, Boyce didn't hit it. Wait, worried about Boyce? Boyce didn't hit it. And I'm like, you're goddamn right, Boyce didn't hit it. Boyce don't hang out with low-quality women. That's not of interest to me. And Boyce learned from my father a long time ago that that black men, if you're dumb enough to think that you're supposed to sleep with every pretty girl that walks by you, you a sucker, man. You're stupid. That's the dumbest thing you can ever do. A lot of these women might have
profound
have diseases. STDs are a big thing. We don't talk about it enough in the community. Think about how many men you know who slept with.
We talk about it all the time. The STD, the STI rate that's going up for black people, and y'all want to always say that is daggone, not you boys, but I'm just saying people always want to act like it's racist, white supremacy, discrimination. No, it's the fact that y'all don't seem to care about your damn self. Then something happened, you get something that you can't get rid of, then everybody's supposed to give a damn. It ain't got nothing to do with white people. It got to do with the fact that you're taking all that pleasure and you're not protecting yourself, but somebody else is supposed to do something for you. Shout out to RBN, still up in here. I see you, honey. He said TLA is shutting down the mastermind at the end of the month. Oh, I did not know. Well, hopefully everybody got to get in that needed to get in. I got quite a bit out of it. Shout out to the mastermind.
Hundreds, maybe thousands of women. And they consider that a source of pride. I'm the man. I'm the man. Look at me. Look how many women I slept with. Bro, have you been to the clinic lately? And do you understand how many STDs are being spread in the community by men like you? Seriously, this is grown man talk. This is not something that that immature, childish people are going to get. The clowns are not going to get this. It's only going to.
Okay, so he's talking to the men. I'm going to talk to the women. You know that you can protect yourself, and there's over 55 million and one ways to protect yourself, not only from STDs, but from getting pregnant. So you really don't have to get pregnant with every man that your daggone sleep with, because you know daggone well you don't want most of them damn kids that you have. You think you're going to hold on to some ninja that didn't want you to begin with, so you open up them legs, it don't work, then you mad, and it's all crust, dust, must, rust, ashy ass bum's fault. I'm just saying.
Going to make the clowns angry. I'm sure. I can't wait to see their video responses. I'm sure they're going to say lots of, lots of mean things or whatever. That's fine. I can handle it. But the point of the matter is that you don't understand that from slavery, you were raised.
Oh, hell no. Child, what I tell you? We don't know. Well, isn't it interesting that the pro-blacks always know, but we don't know nothing about slavery? So, you know, as a black person, shout out to everybody who is here, but to you ninjas and ninja-ettes, we're supposed to know everything about every aspect of slavery. And if you don't, then you're probably not really black. You're probably not really black. And that's why they always bringing up white supremacy, discrimination, and racism to blame on things in 2024, 2023, 2022, and probably 2053. Why ain't he talking about the fact that blacks are going to be worth zero by 2053? That's what we would want him to be talking about. I would expect if he's really a financier. Child, we don't hear none of that. Shout out to King Adams. The brokest Dusty is here. The brokest Dusty is here. Must have got your taxes done.
Coming up on soon. We gonna hook you up. We gonna make sure you get that backstreet fun. Yeah. You got a couple of kids. You don't have no job. Yeah. Don't worry about that little girl. That's not job. Yeah. Coming by your taxes.
Shout out to you, honey. Said it's like these folks are allergic to the concept of black men having an issue with being vocal about black women's undesirable behavior. You can't have any opinion on that. You have to be quiet. You have to take it. You got to do what they say, how they say it, when they say it, every day, every time. And if you don't, then that means that there's something wrong with you and you're mean and you don't like women and you don't like your mama, your auntie, and everybody else. And it's all your fault. And I'm leaving you and I'm taking everything, including the kids, child. He says they all act like black men are incapable of calling a spade a spade. That's because you're dumb. Didn't you hear Boyce? He said you're dumb. Did y'all miss that part? We got to add that in there. This is how people think of y'all, that you ain't got the sense that God gave you. Probably, I'm not making excuses. I'm really not. But we got so much dysfunction and all the juveniles out here acting like assholes. Nobody want to hold them accountable, right? They want to sit up here and argue about all these other things that really, at the end of the day, don't matter. Because if they out here doing whatever they want, us law-abiding citizens do something to them, then they want to do something against us. Because how dare we do something against a damn juvenile, let alone a black daggone juvenile? And we the ones that will get in trouble. They get to get arrested and then get right out. Don't have to post no bail. Don't have to do nothing. That's how effed up things really are. Shout out to you, hon. I appreciate you. Everybody, please hit the like button.
With that slave buck mentality. Anybody, give me a yes if you heard about the slave breeding plantations. Anybody know about the history of slaves being bred? But they would have one guy who would sit and
more negative talk against you ninjas.
The women in the same day or whatever, because they were trying to get him to reproduce as much as possible. Well, a lot of black men carry that mindset, and it ruins your life.
You ninjas carry that mindset, and it's ruining your life.
Man that does not have sexual discipline is never going to be a successful man. If you need to stick your, you know what, into every girl's vagina within a 100-mile radius, and you think that somehow that makes you more of a man, I dare to challenge that, because most men who live like that don't end up with happy or successful lives. Most of those men end up broke from all the child support, or they end up diseased. And ladies, if you think that that's a measure of masculinity, then you should be very thoughtful as well, because these men will infect you with an STD and kill you. So that
it's possible that she's a whore, since whoredom is all in 2024, and she wants to F around like they do. Like, Boyce, do you not know what OF is? I'm sorry, Boyce, do you not know what OF is? Are you not seeing all these women talking about all they want is money and they give? Give me money, I'll do it. I do it. I do it. Looking for money, doing anything for money, sexualizing themselves for money. Do you know who Sukiyana is? Do you know who Sexy Red is? Do you pay attention to those people? Do you see the influence that those people have? Do you see how Black people push them up as a part of the daggone community and don't have a problem with them, boys? How about that? You ain't got nothing to say about that? I think that makes a difference as well. Shout out to Man Bear Bull Shark. Shout out to you, hon. He said, white colonizer here. And Snow Puppy up in here, y'all. To the white people. I appreciate you, hon. White colonizer here enjoying the show. I learned long ago to hate everyone equally. Me too. Me too. Keep on keeping on. Salute. Rock on. Appreciate you, hon. Thank you so much for being here. All my snow puppies, child. Snow puppies, snow bunnies up in here. Shout out to y'all. I see you. I appreciate you. But no, from the gate, I'm a white supremacist talking points. Everybody hit the like button. Please subscribe if you are new.
That's the first thing that I want to kind of address. So when he says Boyce didn't hit it, you're damn right. Boyce didn't hit it. Boyce has had the women that he wanted. I have never struggled to, when I was younger, it was a little harder because I didn't really know how to talk to girls. I ain't gonna lie.
Why would he come on here talking about this, y'all? Shout out to Anton, because you hit a nerve with saying his name in that short, y'all.
But when I became rich and had a PhD and was known around the world, there was no shortage of women Boyce could have dated. I literally married the woman of my dreams. I don't know if Antoine married the woman of his dreams. I don't know if he married a lady he met 20 years ago or something, but whatever, or something. I don't know. Maybe Maybe he's not happy with his life, but that assumption about his life is not the one you can make a mind. Boy,
yo, I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but you hear the insult after insult after insult. I'm pretty sure somebody sent this video or contacted Anton as soon as he started. I know they did.
This is okay. But then the second piece that he mentions is he talks about the woman that's kind of slept around and who the hell are you to even think that you can sit with kings because you've slept with all these men have had sex with you. The problem I have with that, and tell me if you've noticed this, is that unfortunately there's a lot of men who don't understand one basic idea. How many of you have heard this? And give me a yes or no. How many of you have heard some of the men that talk like that say, well, we just hold women accountable. Women need to be held accountable. Women need to be held accountable. Has anybody heard that? Like, women just don't they just mad because they don't want to be held accountable. And I get it. There's a lot of women that don't want to be held accountable. But one thing about accountability is that accountability starts at home. Accountability starts at home, brother. So if you can't hold yourself accountable, how the fuck are you going to hold women accountable? Seriously, you will, if you watch their videos carefully, you will hear them talk extensively about how many kids a woman has, how many women a woman has slept with, or how many men a woman has slept with, what a woman is doing with her life, the status of her situation. But not one single time do you hear them challenging men in the same way. Never once do you even make a basic conclusion. You don't understand the basic idea that you do understand that whenever there's a single mother, there's a man that made that baby. How often do you hear these men who attack the women say anything about these motherfuckers that are making kids and abandoning their children? The same guy.
Now y'all are motherfuckers, y'all. You motherfuckers. Lord forgive me, child. Now crust, dust, must, rust, ashy, dumb, lazy, motherfucking bums, child. I tell you, very good at the insults, child. Very good at the insults. Why so pressed, right? Right? I'm telling you that damn short hit him bad. Wow. This is crazy, y'all. I'm sorry. This is crazy, but that's okay. Cause I'll continue to talk about it. Cause like I always say, I'm a biatch too. And I know biatches. All right. But the interesting part, like I said before, is that I guess he just misses all these whores out here talking about how I suck D. I slept with the mom and the son and answering all these questions and OnlyFans. I'm gonna grow up and have an OnlyFans. Get my booking information from my OnlyFans. If you want to see me, go to my OnlyFans. This is the drop to my OnlyFans. And what you think they over there talking about, church boys? You think they over there talking about church boys? Oh, if Drea DiMatteo could do her, pay her rent or her mortgage that was behind in one day on OnlyFans, then it's time for me to look into it. TikTok, full of people talking about their OnlyFans, how to teach people to get into OnlyFans, how to work through and raise your money on OnlyFans. That's whoredom. We are demonetized. That's whoredom. Okay. Boyce, did you miss all that? Plenty of biatches, plenty of black biatches, whoring it up on OnlyFans, showing all their information on the blogs, but on their daggone Instagrams as well. But y'all supposed to ignore that. Child, what about all them women on Fresh and Fit? So you telling me that he don't know about Fresh and Damn Fit? Candace Owens was just on there talking to them biatches, and I'm pretty sure most of them was from OnlyFans. That's like it. Because we know we hear about TikTok potentially leaving in about 6 months. Child, let it be OnlyFans. These whores won't know what to do with themselves. I promise you they won't. Child, I just might have to do a whole segment on all the people on TikTok talking about their damn OnlyFans, child, and trying to draw other people into it. Not to mention the Sukiyana. What was that song the other day, y'all? I don't even remember. Something nasty and disgusting while she patting her OPP. Like somebody wants that shit any daggone way. Sexy Red just had a damn baby, not even by her baby daddy. 2 are in jail, if I'm not mistaken. So there's another dude. But y'all are supposed to marry those people. And that's who the community uplifts. Lest we not forget that. Don't talk about her. She's just making her coins. You don't know. Shout out to GZ. Thank you so much, hon. I'm not sure who you are in the chat. Appreciate you. Sent me a $5 Cash App. Says Boyce, re-education fund. He needs it. Shout out to you, hon. Thank you so much. Shout out to RBN, still here. Member for 11 months. To all my channel members, thank you so much. He said this ninja butt hurt. For real, for real. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's not, I don't even see that as disrespect. It's like you could look at it one of two ways. You could look at it the way he's looking at it, or you could have looked at it like, he wouldn't do it because he loves his wife and he wouldn't ever disrespect his wife.
Right, who created 5 single mothers will literally be in the chat saying, that's why I don't date no single mothers. I don't date no single. So you run around infecting women, infecting them with unwanted pregnancies, infecting them with STDs. And then you're talking shit about the very same women that you infected. Brother, something's wrong with you. You don't understand the accountability equation that makes sense. You know, so again, some people, right? I think that people who've made good choices in their lives and put themselves in a good situation, they haven't devalued themselves by just spreading themselves, their bodies all over the place. They walk around with all kinds of diseases and financial problems, everything else that comes with that. People like that, you should find somebody that matches that, right? You have the right to say, well, because I didn't have any kids and my credit is good and my income is high and I've taken care of my body, I want somebody who does the same thing. I get that. But a lot of these guys are losers. A lot of these dudes, not all of them. I don't know much about Anton and his situation. I'm sure he's made some money on YouTube and all that. But I don't know. I think, from what I understand, I think his mother was a single mother for a while. I think his father might have died. My heart, I give my condolences for that. But if your mom...
Child, I thought you didn't know Anton. Y'all, is that true? Because I didn't know that. And I feel like I know Anton, at least from being to see him. Since he seemingly is saying that Anton was raised by a single mother and his father died, does anybody know if that's accurate and true since he's out here giving that information, but started this off with he don't know him?
Was out here as a single mother and dealing with guys like you telling other men that single mothers are not worth their time. I don't know how you would feel about that. I don't know. Again, I don't know the situation with his mother. I think I could have sworn he mentioned something about his father passing. His mother was a single mother. And I think that would be.
So it sounds like his mother wasn't a single mother. She was married. The man died and she remarried. Is that what happened? Child, this man just out here talking about somebody he don't know, sounding like he knows something.
Very unfortunate for somebody to have judged his mother the way he's judging other people's mothers. Right. And the thing that I think.
So you want to find a way to bring it back to shame him about his own mother. And then it will probably be, this is the way that you act like that when you have single mothers. Child.
As Black people, we have to understand is that YouTube entertainment it's entertainment, and it's sometimes it's hurtful entertainment. And because you have such a traumatized community, you have people that build their whole platforms by being as outrageous, as clownish, and as hurtful as they can possibly be. Why can't you build a platform by empowering Black men? Why can't you build a platform by empowering Black families? Why can't
y'all, you know what? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for the interruptions, but you know me, right? I'm tired of this. You need to basically help the community. That's why you here on YouTube. I'm trying to understand who the fuck made these other YouTubers think that they are the fucking gatekeepers on what motherfuckers can do on YouTube. Someone help me understand when motherfuckers on YouTube can tell other people what to do with their own damn YouTube channels. I'm sick of it. If you don't like it, don't follow it. But to sit up here and talk about what somebody else should do with their shit is the all damn audacity. And that's what's wrong with the fucking community, thinking they can always tell somebody what the fuck to do. Take care of your own shit. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, whoever it is, fucking do it. If it's not allowable by YouTube, that is the only person that fucking matters. It's always fucking niggas always trying to take other black people down, talking about what the hell they should do. Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm sick of that shit. If you don't like it, don't fucking follow it. YouTube is fucking free. It is open to the world. And yet here you go with niggas, always trying to bring another nigga down because you don't like something. That's that bullshit. That's that crab in the barrel fucking mentality, probably from slavery. Can't ever let nobody live their fucking life. So the fuck what? You got people on YouTube that's doing naked yoga. You ain't saying nothing to them. You over there saying anything to Joe Rogan? I ain't got no problem with Joe. You ain't saying nothing to any of those white men over there on the white manosphere. Any of those people. I promise you, you won't. I forget the lead guy over there's name. Is there something wrong with strong, successful male and what it is that he talks about? He says the same thing, basically. So does Coach Greg Adams. You supposed to be talking about fucking finance. The all damn audacity, y'all. I can't with you niggas. This is what I'm talking about. Not y'all. But you know what I'm saying? It's always some fucking bullshit. Black people can't stay on track for shit. You can't even mind your damn business enough to be, all right, damn, it's not my cup of tea, but you know, I'm not going to put nobody down. I'm not going to talk about nobody like that. It's always niggas. Always, always, always. Always. I don't give a fuck what your damn education is. They're doing the same thing with Shannon fucking Sharp. All he doing is having fucking interviews on YouTube. People trying to just, something wrong with him. He gay, he this, he that. All unnecessary. Let that man live. If you don't like it, don't go. You don't like freaking Joe Rogan, then don't go there. YouTube got too many people on here. I don't like that AMSAR stuff, but that don't mean I got to talk about them like that. They need to go. They need to change. That's what they need to do. Are you Anton's fucking father and I missed a meeting? Rest in peace to Anton's father, y'all. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. My bad. Let me calm down, child. Let me calm down. Oh my God. I'm so sick of fucking niggas always telling somebody what the fuck they need to do. Ain't nobody bothering you. The people that need to be talked about and talked to are these kids out here running fucking rampant. But you worrying about some damn man on damn YouTube because he's talking about fucking bitches who are whores anyway. I said it, I meant it. Don't make me start pulling up these bitches OnlyFans and they booking information in their damn bio. Shout out to Troy. Thank you, Troy, for the Cash App. He said, for the I'm a black woman. Shout out to you. I had to catch my breath for that, hon. Thank you so much. I can't. Ripside, thank you so much, hon. Child. I gotta calm down. Thank you, hon.
What the what? What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. And that's on who? Man headed the lamb. Okay.
Ripside said, Boyce's issue is that Anton fits none of his tropes about black men. For the man that seemingly doesn't know him, it seems like you know enough about him, though, right? And wrong. Or you would know that he's married. Rita's, and he's got like 2 or 3 channels, and he was on Lapeef, and then he left, and then he had that night show that went on Night Child, and now that one is like, Child, I didn't know his personal life, but it's like, damn, why you always got to be talking negative? This is why these pro-blacks got issues and people are not interested in the bullshit because you talk exactly about the people that you allegedly care about. How? Damn, he ain't out here committing no damn crimes. He ain't out here selling drugs. He ain't out here being a PIMP. He on the fucking internet talking about fucking money and relationships. Like, damn, what do y'all want? Oh yeah, reparations. Sorry, Ripside. Did I even finish this? Boyce's issue is that Anton fits none of his tropes about black men. Self-made millionaire, married since 21. Oh, since 21 years old? Okay, to his high school sweetheart, a degreed father of his own child. Shout out Anton, always talking about Rita and his daughter. I don't know the daughter's name. Shout out to Anton and all of his successes, but child, I'm tired. I'm tired of it. It's so old. See? Anyway, shout out to Luke Hazley. Appreciate you, hon. She said, remember that this guy comes from legacy media and is here to gatekeep for those not following the narrative. Is he now? Much like Roland? Is that what you're saying? I did not know that. I don't think I've ever seen him before. I've seen him on Twitter. I'm not going to lie. I've seen him on Twitter.
You build platforms by saying positive things that's going to elevate people. Why must the platform be built by being one of the few groups of people on the planet? The black man, we're identified with this. The African-American male is one of the few people on the...
Oh, y'all, Anton right here. Okay, y'all, it's about to get good. Anton right here, his name come up with a check mark and say, you know who I am. Don't assume, just ask me. We can cam up now. Right here. I don't know if you can see my mouth, but this is Anton. Woo, yeah, you know somebody called him right up and said, Anton, this was going on, brother. Shout out to M. Lavo. Shout out to you, hon. Thank you so much for the support. He said, not sure if you watched the debate, but Boyce compared younger women to older women and to big up older women. He called younger women thoughts 10 plus time. On this video? No, I'm just seeing this video now. So I'll come to it now. Thank you so much, hon. Everybody, please make sure you hit the like button. It's about to get good, child.
Planet that is known for bashing the shit out of their women. Like literally just going ham in terms of disrespecting black women at every turn. Saying that because you have a single mother, or because you are a single mother, something's wrong with you. And I think Anton's in the chat. You know what, man? I'm going to say this, bro. You can actually, that's great. I'm glad he's here. I'm glad you're here. You should, we should get online together. I don't know how to get in touch. Put your email address in here somewhere, or I don't know how we can connect, but
a lot of stuttering going on around here.
I would be happy to debate you about this because I don't understand your platform. I really don't. I don't understand where the win is. I don't see. Here's the thing that I will tell you, and I'm glad he's here because I went on his page and I responded to him because I believe men should talk. I don't think men should be afraid to talk to each other. He says, let's do it now. You know what? Tell me where to send the link, and I'll bring you in, man. I think that will be a lot. I think that will be a great conversation because here's the thing.
Put it in the chat. I don't need to hear this. When does he come up here, child? All right.
Mathematician. We solve problems. We don't just complain about them. So it looks like Anton's in here. So Anton, I'm gonna bring you in. So here we go. So everybody, welcome Anton, and let's treat him with respect. Let's hear what the brother has to say.
He said, "Let's treat him with respect." After all that ish talking, he gonna talk about treat him with respect, child. King Adam, shout out to you for another 10. The broke is dusty. He said, called them bots and lit, compared them to trash. Called them thoughts and had compared them to trash. Okay, I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, but basically, talking sugar honey iced tea. Well, shit, he talking all the sugar honey iced tea about Anton. Now he's stuttering all over the place. Oh, yeah, bro, we should get together. He said, now, nigga. He said, now, nigga. He said, he ain't gonna talk about my family. Child.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. So welcome to the channel. It's good to finally meet you in person. So I assume that you have some things to say. So I'm going to go ahead and just be quiet and give you the floor.
Well, first and foremost, let me say I appreciate you for letting me come on the platform and even being able to have this conversation because I think it's important because we just fundamentally disagree on a lot of different things. First, let me say that I remember all of the times where you were throwing shots, Boyce. You threw a lot of shots in a lot of the different red pill content spaces. You throw comments inside of Instagram posts that's specifically referencing me on videos that they would post to me. You throw ad hominem attacks like, oh man, he must be cross-eyed or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's cool. I don't have any problems with that because it's cool. We all content creators and people are going to get shots. But then you can't complain on the other side when people reference you because you always playing victim or you always trying to act like you don't understand why people have a problem with you.
Uh-oh. Now that behavior sounds very familiar. Who seemingly does that all the time, can talk all the sugar, honey, iced tea, but then when someone says something to them, I tell you, something just ain't right. Shout out to the brokest. Well, clearly somebody lied.
Hey, my brother.
He said, my bad for the typos, called them thoughts and literally compared them. Wow, compared them to trash. The irony. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Lord. Thank you so much, on everyone. Please hit the like button. Let Anton cook, child.
It's because you do things like that, but then you want to sit here and posture and say, well, we should all talk like men. You started it. Yep. You absolutely started it. And so when other people start to get shine or when other people's message start to resonate with other men, then you throw shots instead of having a conversation with them. So I appreciate you for even allowing for me to come on a platform and have this conversation in the first place, because I think that, you need to check that. You do a lot of that when you talk about empowerment, but you always throw shots at different content creators. But then when it's time to have a conversation in the past, you say, well, I'm not paying attention to it. I don't really reference it. It's not a big deal. Mm-hmm. I think that's not right. It's not right, boy. And then you wonder why people.
You actually made.
Go ahead.
You made a great point. You really exposed me with that, because you're right. Sometimes I go in the land of petty. Like, I think, for example, and it really is. It is a type of hypocrisy that I've always had to confront, because it's like I had, and you're not the first person I've had that kind of disagreement with. Kwame Brown really had a problem. I mean, this dude made 12 videos or something in a row about me. I didn't watch any of them. So that part about ignoring it, I really do ignore it because I want to focus. But if you really look at it, I said his name first instead of, and I wasn't trying to insult him, but I said his name, he got offended, and that was the reaction. So you could be right. I've been accused of being a provocateur before. And so first off, I want to acknowledge that and even apologize for that. But then second of all,
I don't think it warrants an apology, because we are content creators. The only thing that I'm saying is,
you can't take,
if you dish it out, you just got to be willing to take it back. I say a lot of things because other people are content creators, and so I'm going to critique their position on different subjects. And then I notice that they get offended, but people say stuff about, I'm not tripping about it. It's just a part of the game. I understand that that's what comes with the territory. So I don't have any problem with you doing it. I just don't want you to be a victim. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I don't see myself as a victim. I understand where you're coming from with that. I mean, I don't look at it as like, woe is me. I think it's more so, I'm thinking more so about the fact that it seems to me that we can't have this conversation about dating and relationships without it somehow sounding like we're getting clicks and views by bashing Black women. And I know that it's not all women, and I get it, but I don't see the same level of accountability being pushed toward the men as the women. And I believe it's because the men are the ones that are promoting the content and giving the clicks and views, and because you're affirming everything they believe, that nothing's their fault, that it's always the women this and women that. I see the same shit you see. I see the same community you see. I avoid the same women you might avoid, but I think that we have a community that needs healing and support, not one where we got millions of men that are just talking crazy about, like, single mothers. Like, what the fuck is wrong with single? Like, every single mother is not a hoe.
Hey, child, this is crazy.
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house.
Yo, he is really on this single mother time, y'all. He is feeling some kind of way about this. Woo! He can't get off it. He cannot get. What is the obsession, y'all? I am so confused. He's the woman saver, y'all. He's the single woman saver. Child, he must not go on TikTok, child. He must not go on TikTok, okay? Woo! Him and Dr. Umar should get together. They should get together and start a channel together, and then they can go ahead and they can start a revolution, and all the women's can follow and donate because they will. I promise you they will. I promise you they will. Shout out to Ty here for another 50. I appreciate you. 150 stream sponsored. Thank you so much. You are so, I don't even have my banner going. So generous. I appreciate you. He said, love the rant. Haven't filed taxes yet. Laugh out loud. You know how I roll. I do appreciate you.
We gonna hook you up. We gonna make sure you get that backstreet fun. Yeah. You got a couple of kids. You don't have no job. Yeah. Don't worry about it, little girl. That's not job. Yeah. Coming by your taxes.
You can just go to Boss Up Taxes. Boss Up Taxes, y'all. I'm sure they do the damn thing, or a damn thing anyway. Again, thank you so much. You're so generous. I appreciate you. Shout out to everyone who is here. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Woo! Single Mother Savior. SMS. Single Mother Savior. Is that what we got with him? Shout out to your excellent sir. Sneak it up in here. I see you. I appreciate you. He said angel eyes. This is the moist Watkins you spoke of. Now he's moist stalking. You crazy. Shout out to you, hon. Woo, child.
You know, some of them literally got abandoned by some raggedy ass Negro who didn't handle his responsibility. We don't talk about that.
We do talk about it. We've been talking about it for the past 50 years. Guys by default have always been held accountable, largely for the things that they do, because we don't have a safety net. But when we speak, of course, there's going to be the anomaly. Of course, there's going to be the woman who was widowed. Of course, there's going to be a lot of different women that are in certain circumstances. But when we speak to the majority. We don't speak to the minority. And statistically speaking, the overwhelming majority of women are having babies with a small minority of men. Let's say, for example, that you hold every guy.
You see the way he drank that water? He mad.
Accountable. Because contrary to popular belief, I'm much harder on guys than I am on women. I am absolutely, positively dedicated to building men. As a matter of fact, I'm an advocate for dick discipline. I don't advocate for guys to be out here spitting.
He does talk about dick discipline. That is true. That is true.
I'm a reflection of the thing that I advocate for. And I'll get into my family history in a little bit. But in a general sense,
so in other words, nigga, I heard what you were saying about my family.
Much harder on men than I am on women. But we live in a society where women have advocated for equal. They've advocated for equal when it comes to what benefits them, but not advocating for equal when it comes to holding themselves accountable for the decisions that they make, right? So now that they have a platform, and we've let women have a platform for a long time, now that men are starting to speak to their issues, we have to call a spade a spade. And the reality is that I can hold every single guy accountable, and every single guy can clean up their mess in their life. But it only takes a percentage of 1% of men to then get with all of the women that then choose this exact same type of guy, have a child by him, but then they'll start to hold all men accountable for the idea that they chose wrong, because they know that they should not be opening their legs and carrying before they marry. And
as a biatch too, I say the same damn thing. I'm telling you, these biatches, they can do whatever they want, and then they can come around here and find one of you ninjas, whether it's y'all or somebody else, and you're going to be there and available because don't nobody else want you, and where else you going to go? Because the thought process, I believe, personally, is that y'all ain't shit. You ain't got shit. You ain't never going to have shit. You ain't no damn body, and I can pull one of your asses on up out of the dirt at any moment because you ain't ish at the end of the day. It's interesting the stats that women like to listen to when they want to, but the things that they don't like, they don't choose to listen to it. I'm sure they're going by they already think that most women, and we going by the majority, make more than men, when in actuality, all women under their same counterpart make less than men on the average. But they don't want to hear that because everybody have a business. And just because you got an LLC, then that means you're doing a damn thing. Even though anybody can open a damn LLC. Shout out to Chef Akache up in here. He says, thank you so much, honey. He says, Boyce Watkins' wife need a man in her. Oh my God, I'm not reading that. Stop this, y'all. Stop this. Thank you for the thank you for the super chat. Stop this. The views of the super chatters are not necessarily the views of the hostess. Y'all stop this. Woo! Come on, Anton, y'all.
So when we start to have these conversations, we have to have them holistically. You can't just say, okay, well, what about the guy? We always talk about the guy. We've been talking about the guy since the beginning of time. They won't even advocate for updating family court laws that were created at a time where women didn't even have rights to choose for themselves or be able to have the opportunities to have the jobs that they have. But they advocate against updating family court laws, but then advocate for making sure that they can choose and do what they want to do, but then advocate against being able to be held accountable for the decisions that they make. And that's ultimately creating so much chaos as far as the type of women that are then determining what's happening in our elections, the type of men that they're raising that ultimately is affecting what's happening in the laws that's happening in our schools. All of the things that we have as far as men being able to say, okay, well, I'm going to be held accountable for the fact that I chose this woman or I had children with this woman, which the overwhelming majority of single men don't have children out of wedlock. That's a statistical fact. More men don't have children out of wedlock versus single baby mamas. But then we advocate for cleaning up the community. I don't believe personally that the goal is to make sure that we remix families and remix the core of what it takes in order to be successful when it comes to creating families and coming together. I think that we need to go back and hit the reset button and start to say, okay, wait a minute. We shouldn't be having children out of wedlock instead of enabling bad behavior by saying, okay, well, wait a minute. Some guy should come up and clean up the mess of another guy. Because what about him? What about the guy that took care of his business, was on top of things, did not have children out of wedlock, made sure that he leveled up and took care of his business? If we care about him, why would we say, hey, you need to go and get with a woman that then messed up her life instead of pairing him with a woman that's more closely or equally yoked with the direction of his life that he's going?
Don't say equally yoked, though. Yo, if you can only see this chat, I don't know how well you can see it, if you can or not, because you know there's people with Anton in here, then there's Boyce people in here, and woo, they talking up in here, okay?
Physically. We do not care